First pitch to him from Knapp, catches the bottom of the zone for strike one. And for Jake Knapp, he's going to be shaking his head here, going up against an offense that has not exactly hit a ton of home runs. In fact, they're last in the ACC entering play yesterday in home runs, and he'd only given up 3 all season coming into this game, and now he's allowed 2 in less than 3 innings of work.
Preisner just hit that one to the wall. Very hard hit as well. So the Irish definitely seeing Knapp pretty well early on.
And they've been doing a good job as well of getting ahead in some counts here, especially this inning. 2-1 right now to Carter Putz. And now 3-1 as that one takes off.
Advantageous count here for Putz.
Irish first baseman looking to do some more damage here. And instead, he'll take a 5-pitch walk. First free pass of the day issued by either side.
And for Knapp, he doesn't really get a rest here as he faces against the grad student Coetzee in the 4-hole.
Yeah, Coetzee's someone who got off to a tremendous start last season for Notre Dame, one of their top power threats early in the season. Runner goes on the first pitch. It's downstairs, throw to second, and it's a little bit high. Putz might have had it taken anyway as he gets in there with a head-first slide. Stolen base for Carter Putz. And a runner in scoring position for the Irish with 2 down.
That's Putz's first steal of the year. You don't really see him run very often. Only one previous attempt.
It's an Irish team as a whole that's been able to take advantage of some things as that one goes to the backstop, and now Putz is all the way at third.
You got to think with him going first pitch there, had to have seen something from Prince behind the plate that he liked a good look there. As now Putz is able to advance to third base with that pass ball.
We're going to get a mound visit here as the Tar Heels talk about how they want to approach things with Coetzee here, now ahead of the count 2-0. Obviously, runner on third base would almost certainly score on any type of base hit. And they've got a hot hitter on deck as well in Vinny Martinez. This Irish offense is rolling a little bit right now, certainly, after they were held to just 2 runs in the first game of this doubleheader.
Knapp's had a really solid start to this year as well. Some uncharacteristic wildness from him in these last 2 at-bats.
And to go back to what I was saying before that wild pitch as well, it's an Irish team that hasn't stolen a ton of bases this year, but Stifler said that they pick their spots, and when they do decide to get aggressive, which they don't do super often, they're usually pretty good at it when they do.
That was a good spot there as it paid off.
Some action in the Tar Heels bullpen. Looks like Max Carlson starting to throw as the 2-0 pitch is over for a big strike. Knapp avoids falling behind Coetzee here, 3-0 with Putz on third after a walk, steal, and a wild pitch. Irish already with 1 home in this inning, and they're going to get another as Coetzee fists one into right center field. An RBI base hit in to score his Putz, and it's 4-0 Irish. So Notre Dame extends the lead here, and the guy who can extend it further, and Vinny Martinez coming up now, and what a series he's had so far, Caesar.
Had a huge home run in game 1 of this game, of this afternoon rather, and a 3-run home run in the first game on Friday. And as you mentioned, he's been swinging a hot bat as of late.
And he rips this one into left field, hit hard. Cook is back. That one clears. It's a 3-homer series for Vinny Martinez and a 6-0 lead for Notre Dame.
Second home run of the day. That one went out in a hurry. Line drive blast. Martinez stays hot.
What a weekend it has been for the former Stanford Cardinal, who, as we mentioned, had 3 home runs all of last season. And he's just hit his 3rd of the weekend on a hanging first pitch breaking ball.
Face-off win, point shot from Boltman doesn't get through. It's off a shin pad. And it trickles out to center ice as Notre Dame was not able to keep control of it. Bavaro, who scored Notre Dame's 6th and final goal in last night's rousing victory, works it down low. Hunter Strand is on it for Notre Dame there. Strand checked, but the Irish take it away. Bavaro has it. Head fake in a D-to-D pass. Gets it back at the right point. Bavaro holds, fires, and that one is knocked away. Not sure if it got through the net or not. The Irish keep it alive, trying to work it down low now as the stick goes flying. It belongs to a Minnesota player, so Notre Dame with some space here. Bavaro out high, fakes, takes, and the shot goes wide. Good shift for Notre Dame in response. Bavaro has it again. Nice keep at the line. Bavaro drags and shoots, and a stop made by Close. Rebound available in front. It's knocked down and is up for grabs around behind the goal. Notre Dame on it again. Spun out to the left side. Master Domenico moves it out high. Strand now cuts to the circle, then doubles back. Bavaro has it again. Right point as the Irish make changes with possession. Throwing it cross ice. Sedum slings it down low. It's worked along for a centering try, and deflection goes just high and wide. Best sequence of the game for Notre Dame as they get only 1 shot on that cycle, but a lot of pressure, and Minnesota forced to spend extended time in its own zone. Golden Gophers will just lob this one in here as they have some tired bodies on the ice. They make changes as Zach Plasinski banks one up the right side of the ice. It's gone all the way down. No icing here, so Close will play it. Flips it to his defense. And Minnesota with the turnover. Maddox Fleming stepping into this puck. Tries to knock it down out of the air. Now has it at the right circle and dishes it around behind. Renzel is first to it. Up the wall, tipped along to the blue line. It does stay in. Renzel gets it back now as Notre Dame was just forced to flip it in wildly to avoid the offside, and Minnesota's in firm control. Carried up the left side here by Middlestat. John Middlestat, of course, brother of Buffalo Sabres center Casey Middlestat. His brother Luke Middlestat, a strong defense prospect for Montreal. He is not playing tonight as Notre Dame goes offside here at the Minnesota line.
And that was John Middlestat on the back check, forcing that offsides. He had it taken away briefly by Plucinski, but hustled back the length of the ice to force the offsides. And Justin Close going to the bench here for the Gophers. Looked like maybe a small equipment malfunction, but he's good. He's heading back to his crease, and we'll get set to drop the puck at center ice with 15:47 to go in period 2.
Well, if you remember last year's senior night, the Irish, no stranger to deficits in these games. They're down 2-0 to Ohio State. Came back despite being wildly outshot to force a shootout, and then won it in 9 rounds. Hoping to make a comeback effort tonight as well as they win this face-off and once again shoot the puck into Minnesota territory. Cal Thomas, the Arizona Coyotes prospect, tries to work it around the near boards here. It's pumped back down low, and the Irish are on it. This is Slackert with the handoff now. And to work it into the middle was Sedum. He's stood up there. Moynihan digs it out of the pile, throws it all the way out to the right point for Jake Boltman. Still looking for that first goal of the year. He rifles a cross-ice pass that's deflected to the glass. Stays in play, though. Knuble tries to spin away from a check. Shuffles it off for Moynihan. Has to flip it out to the blue line, but this one is knocked away, and Minnesota goes to the other end in transition. Carried up here by Nevers for a shot. Oh, and he rang it off the pipe. Mason Nevers got to the inside, let a quick wrister go, and clang the iron. It stays 1-0, though. Notre Dame fires the puck back out to the big Irish logo in center. Bischel makes a blocker save on a shoot-in from the red line, and it winds up going out of play.
What a rush from Nevers. He was going in one-on-one. The defenseman for Notre Dame, Ryan Sedum, was back and in great position, but Nevers makes a quick cut to the inside, avoids the stick, avoids the shot block from Sedum, who led all skaters with 3 blocks in that first period. Couldn't make a fourth, and that one goes off the post for a big chance.
Irish win this defensive zone faceoff. Drew Bavaro with the bank pass through center, and it's twisted into open ice. Danny Nelson tries to skate it down, uses his strength to lift the opposing player's stick, and it's worked around the boards for Bavaro. In from the right point, he throws one that makes it to Nelson. He fires one that missed its intended target, comes out to Bavaro. They'll send it down low, hoping for Nelson again, and he's got it. To Bavaro again. DDD pass, and it's fumbled by Master Domenico. Back out to center, and tipped into open ice. Stuggerud walks in with a chance, and recovering just in time to knock it away was Mastro Domenico. It'll be another offensive zone faceoff for Minnesota, but it could have been much worse.
Yeah, good back check from Mastro Domenico after turning it over at his own blue line. Looked like Snuggerud checked behind him to see what options he had in terms of teammates, and that quick, brief hesitation may have allowed Mastro Domenico to get back, get his stick on that shot. Snuggerud is not the guy you want shooting the puck if you're Ryan Bischel, one of the best shots in the Big Ten.
He's got 18 goals on this season. Nearly at 19 right there. Face-off win for Minnesota. They try to go back to work in the offensive zone and regain some momentum. It is Lamb on his backhand in the right corner. Banks it to the blue line. Puck is fired intentionally wide, well into the corner here. Minnesota does a good job knocking this puck away from Hunter Strand. Begley across one-time drive, doesn't get through. Follow-up chance to the net, and that one's flung wide as well. Checks up off the boards for Justin Janicki. He'll move this one all the way across. Irish, maybe numbers here as they go to work in transition. Drop pass connects. Worked back in, around behind, closes down. Wraparound score! Justin Janicki gets the goal. A wraparound tally, and we're tied at 1. Irish looking for their first third down conversion in what feels like forever. At the 34, they need the Ohio State 29. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Hartman takes the snap. It's a 4-man rush. He slings it. It's complete. Rico Flores stays on his feet. Finally brought down at the 28-yard line. And the young freshman, Rico Flores, who didn't play much of a role in Notre Dame's first 3 games this season, showed a spark last week, and he comes through big time.
And that is so strong of a way to showcase the connection and the trust that Sam Hartman has developed with even these young freshmen like Rico Flores Jr. He throws that ball on the curl route before Flores has even turned around to see it. The timing's there perfectly, and they pick up the first down.
And was actually caught slightly short of the sticks as well. Great job by Flores to fall forward through contact. He's in motion again on first down. It's a handoff up the middle, and a big hit sends Jabran Payne spinning forward, but the hit actually kind of helped him as he winds up tumbling for a 6-yard gain before finally hitting the turf.
Yeah, JT Tuimololo gave him a little bit of a body check right there. But as he said, it pushed him forward, and now Notre Dame is approaching the red zone again. Irish have been there once tonight. It was on the very first drive Notre Dame experienced tonight, getting down to the 18 before coming up short on a 4th and 1. Now 2nd and 4 at the 22.
Hartman under center. There was a bunch formation on the left. Now the Irish go power with a tight end in the backfield. Hartman hands off left side, and cutting back for a short gain of about a yard is Payne again. It's Jabron Payne getting a couple carries here. Brings up another critical 3rd and 3 just outside the red zone.
And again, playbook's going to be wide open here. Seems like every single Notre Dame 3rd down tonight has been short to medium distance, 3 being the average, and it is a trio of yards necessary here for Notre Dame. They'll keep Payne in the game at running back.
Bunch formations on both sides. Evans and Flores near the Ohio State sideline. Hartman. Evans in motion. Takes the snap. It is a handoff up the middle. It is going to be just enough on the ground. Jabron Payne doing it all by himself on that series of downs as he makes all 3 carries and picks up 11.
Yeah, you mentioned Evans going in motion, and that was not to free himself up as a receiver, but that allowed him to contribute on the offensive line, serve as almost a pulling guard type of look, and throw a block that helped Payne get just enough yardage to reach the 18.
Irish on the brink once again, desperate for a breakthrough. And we'll get a review once again. They've both helped and hurt Notre Dame. Obviously the big 4th and 1 scramble from Hartman overturned, but 2 big completions for Ohio State, one of which would have been a touchdown, or actually 3 big completions by Ohio State, all called back tonight, including one that would have been a score to Igbokwe that wound up costing Ohio State 4 points. 5 minutes and 16 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Clock is still stopped for the moment. It should start back on the official signal. Clock is back running. Irish with the ball, 1st and 10. At the Ohio State 18. Flores in motion once again. Hartman takes the snap. It's a handoff. They ride the hot hand of Price again, and Ohio State starting to find some counters as Price only gains 2 yards on this rush.
And Notre Dame continues to try those runs up the middle, and Price was shifty and used his vision as best as he could, but the push of Ohio State just continues to be too much. I still think Notre Dame's got to try and use speed to counter this run threat that Ohio State is posing defensively. We've seen it with Love. We've seen it with Price at times. Got to keep turning to it if you can.
On 2nd and 8, Ohio State shows pressure. They bring it. Hartman gets it out quickly. Pass is caught. Merriweather 5. Merriweather down at the 1. Beautiful move after the catch by Tamias Merriweather. 15-yard gain for Notre Dame's big play threat. You know he doesn't catch a ton of passes, but when he does, they tend to be impactful, and certainly a big one right there.
Yep. Pressure coming off the right side from Ohio State. They brought 5, so Hartman threw the other way to Merriweather, who was wide open on the left, broke the initial tackle, and now 1st and goal at the 3-quarter line for Notre Dame. Wildcat.
This is going to be a direct snap, it looks like, to Payne, with 4 split out to the right, including Hartman. Payne takes it himself right to the goal line. Second effort, scores! Jabron Payne loses his helmet but finds the end zone. And Notre Dame has its breakthrough moment on offense. They're within 4 with 3:35 to go.